And I'm just hoping that it all gets better soon and I can go home. Does this not give Blair Witch Project vibes? If you don't know what I'm referring to, then you're really young. It is, oh, let me fix my nasal cannula. It's 3 a.m. I got done with surgery around 3 o'clock. And then I went to a recovery room for 2 hours. And then went to this room probably like 5:30 because it took a while to get my room ready. I'm so far very lucky because a lot of people get really bad gas pains in their neck and shoulder, and that was something that I was worried about, but I don't have pain in my shoulder or my neck at all. I do have pain in my abdominal area. Of course, I just got it cut open, and I'm coughing up some phlegm, which is lovely. I have to walk every 2 hours. I do like 2 laps around the building, which I think has really helped with the gas pain, though I'm not really burping or farting like they say that you're supposed to do. So I don't know how it's helping, but I guess it's distributing the gas evenly. Ugh, my arm hurts to hold up. So far I'm doing okay. I had 1 hour, 10 o'clock was really, really rough for me. I was in a lot of pain. And then like I have potassium in my IV because my potassium was low after surgery, and that shit burns. So my, like, where they have my IV was burning, and like my whole forearm was burning. And I was like, oh God, what's going on? But they ended up flushing my IV and it feels a lot better now. And I also got Tylenol through my IV, so that's good. I managed to get about probably like an hour and a half of sleep so far, which isn't a lot, but it's hard to sleep for like a long period of time because I have to walk every 2 hours, and then they drain my, I have a drain, they drain my drain and my urinal, and holy crap, there's like a lot of pee to drain out. I'm like shocked. I'm like, thank God I have this catheter, or I'd be spending the whole time in the bathroom. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be able to walk by myself, which will be nice, and hopefully I'll get the drain and the catheter removed, which I'm so afraid of. I don't know why. That's like the thing that's the scariest for me, is getting the catheter and the drain removed. Not looking forward to it. Okay, check in with you later. Bye. Okay guys, it is day 1 post-op and I'm doing okay. I definitely have some phlegm that I'm coughing up. I just got approved to start trying liquids, and I'm starting with the popsicle, but I want to show you guys my tray that they gave me to try. So let me show you guys. And here's my little tray. I got some Jello, some ice water, and then that's chicken broth that smells really good. So my goal is to drink 4 ounces in 1 hour. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. This popsicle tastes good. Things have taken a very interesting turn. I was supposed to be discharged today at like 7 p.m. and I was, funny enough, I was complaining because I was constipated, and they were gonna maybe offer me a stool softener, but after I started drinking my protein drinks, I felt like I had to go to the bathroom, and so I went. And this is like gonna be really TMI, but this is true life. I went and I had a BM, but it felt like I was having diarrhea, but it was all blood, and the whole toilet was full of blood. And all the nurses, sorry if my camera is shaking, my hands are shaking because I've lost, I don't know, a lot of blood, I guess. So all the nurses came in and they seemed pretty concerned, and they called my doctor, and so then they had to put this thing in the toilet to catch like all the blood to see how much blood I was losing, and I was going to the bathroom probably like every 15 minutes, and it was just all blood. And they were checking my blood count to see if I needed a transfusion, which so far I don't. It is going down though. My blood count is steadily going down, but it's still within, I guess, safe. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking so much. Safe parameters. It's been 7, 8, 9, 8 hours of pooping blood, and it's finally slowing down a little bit. I'm going to have my vitals checked in about 30 minutes. So far, thankfully, my vitals have stayed good. My blood pressure is fine. My O2 is fine. I don't have a temperature. So it's really, we don't really know why I'm having this. Maybe some sort of GI bleed. My doctor thinks it might have to do with the fact that they gave me blood thinners. But I don't know. It's kind of up in the air right now. So, yeah, I don't even know what to say. But that's what I'm dealing with. Obviously, I didn't go home. I had to stay another night. And tomorrow might bring like a colonoscopy, or I don't really even know what. So I'll keep you guys updated. Hey guys, it is day 3. Oh my gosh, it's day 3 post-op already. I'm still in the hospital. I don't have a nasal cannula anymore, so things are going much, much better. The bleeding that I was having stopped, thank God. My doctor is like 100% confident that I just had a very like dramatic, what is that called? A very dramatic reaction to the blood thinners, and because like, you know, they do staple your stomach and your intestines and stuff, the blood thinners got mixed up in there, and then I just pooped out a bunch of blood. My doctor is very, very thorough. She's a very good doctor. All the nurses just keep talking about how thorough she is and what a good doctor she is. She was really on top of it with checking my blood levels and making sure that I was safe. So it started resolving yesterday around 3 p.m. Before that, I had to stay in bed. I was on complete bed rest unless I needed to go to the bathroom. I had to stop drinking the ice chips and the water, the broth. I had to go nothing by mouth. Oh my gosh, I had to get a catheter in while I was awake. It was horrible. But it hurt that much. It was terrible. It was just so terrible. I was the one thing that I was like worried about was catheters, and then of course I had to get a catheter while I was awake. Anyways, my blood levels are looking good. My vitals are still looking good. I got started back on drinking fluids yesterday at 4, and I've been managing them well. I talked to my doctor today, and she said that if my lab work comes back okay, that I get to be discharged today. So it is Friday. I was supposed to be discharged on Wednesday. So if you guys are having this surgery, just know that, you know, prepare yourself that there might be complications, because I really thought that I wasn't going to have any. I just thought that I was going to fly through the surgery and recovery, and, you know, maybe I would have a complication with like, you know, taking in fluids or something, but nope. So prepare yourself for it, because I think, you know, most people who have this surgery have at least like one bump in the road, and I'm hoping this is mine. So I'm going to work on my fluids here and relax a little bit. I just went for a walk. The only issue that I have right now is my heart rate goes up to like 140s, low 150s when I'm walking. So I just have to go really slow and, you know, be mindful that my body's recovering. But yeah, see you guys hopefully when I discharge. This has been a lot harder than I thought. So I guess my biggest issue now, since the bleeding has stopped, has now been my heart rate. My heart rate jumps to like over 170 when I'm walking, and I'm starting to feel like lightheaded when I'm walking. And then like a bunch of nurses will come and like try to find me. And it's just all really scary because you don't have any control. And I'm just hoping that it all gets better soon and I can go home. But yeah, this is hard. Hello, I'm home from the hospital. I'm so excited. I got home last night. I didn't film because I was just so tired and I went straight to bed. I've had a busy few days. I'm supposed to be staying at my parents' house, but my mom got the stomach flu and I just can't afford to get that. So I'm chilling at my sister's house right now and I'm trying to be quiet. Right? I kind of want to go into a little bit of detail about what happened at the hospital because I know that like my last clips are all very like they're like cut and like it doesn't really explain like what I went through. So I had surgery on Tuesday and I had it at 12:30. I woke up from surgery very peppy. I remembered everything. Doctor came in and said that it was a textbook gastric bypass, no complications, that I did amazing. I was in no pain at all. I was, you know, walking like 5 laps around the hospital like a couple times a day. I had to get up and walk every 2 hours, so actually more than a couple times a day. Next day, my doctor saw me and said like, oh, I'm going to be discharged that night because I was doing so great. I started on ice chips, broth, and protein drinks that day. And I was a little bit constipated. I started throughout the day feeling like a little bit of tightness in my stomach, a little bit of bloating. And so I was like, oh, I'm like constipated. That's probably the issue. After I started drinking the protein drinks, I felt like I had to go to the bathroom and have a BM. And I went to the bathroom and it felt like I was having, this is very TMI, guys. So sorry, this whole video is TMI. But I felt like I was having diarrhea. And when I got up, it was just like so much blood in the toilet. And so I called the nurse over and I was like, oh, I had a BM and there's blood. You guys want to look at it? And I still kind of thought it was normal at that point. I was like, well, I just had like surgery on my like GI tract. Like there's probably blood up there. Like I'm sure having like blood in your stool is normal. But like 5 nurses ran in and their faces got like super long. And they were like, has this ever happened to you before? And I was like, no. And then they were like, is there any way that you could be on your period right now? And I was like, no. And so then they like ran out to call my doctor and they came in and they're like, okay, our doctor wants to collect like how much like blood you're losing basically. So they put this thing in the toilet and I was having to go to the bathroom like every 5 minutes at that point. And I went in and then they came over and they looked at it and they're like, yeah, this is just straight up blood. Like there wasn't any like fecal matter in there. It was just all blood and it was a lot of blood I was losing. So my doctor put me on bed rest except for bathroom privileges. I couldn't drink anything by mouth. And then they were taking my vitals every 2 hours. They were taking my blood every 4 hours. And they were really checking my hemoglobin levels to see if I was going to need a blood transfusion, which thankfully I did not. And my doctor really believed that it was the blood thinners that was causing it, which I agree because right after the blood thinners wears off, it takes 12 to 24 hours for them to wear off. That's when it stopped. I haven't had a bowel movement since then, and I'm really afraid. I do not want a bowel movement. The only issue I'm having right now is I have a very rapid heart rate when I am up and showering or getting dressed or doing anything that's like a little bit more effort. My heart rate is going up to like 175, which is really high. In the hospital, I was wearing a heart rate monitor and my average walking heart rate was 155. I wear my Apple Watch and I have a pulse ox, and so today my walking average is 135. So it's going down, but still definitely high. And when I'm doing like, showering and stuff, it's going to 175, 180. And I can feel it. I get really tired and I have to sit down and just pace myself. I hope that this is just all gonna clear up soon and I can be on to my recovery. I'm doing really well with drinking my liquids. I drank in a protein drink today and about a little bit more than a fourth of this. Gatorade Zero. I haven't had any nausea or anything like that, so pretty happy about that. Okay, I'll check in later. Hey guys, I'm just hopping on here to say goodbye for now. I have officially made it 1 week post-op. I thought we would never get here. I swear it has been a long road to recovery for me, but I'm doing really good now. Really good. I'm able to drink my liquids, no problem. I'm eating all my protein goals. My biggest tip for taking down liquids is to drink very slowly and to take very small sips. I don't feel any restriction when it comes to liquids, but even though I feel like I could chug like a giant water bottle, I mentally know that I just had surgery and I should not do that. And I think that's really helped with like nausea and everything. I haven't felt nauseous. I don't really have any gas pain. I've never really suffered from gas pain. So many people talk about how bad the gas pain is in their shoulder, their neck, their back, and I never struggled with that. I guess I had other issues that I had to struggle with. I've been walking a lot. I made it out of the house finally. I went to the grocery store to prepare for this coming week where I get pureed food, which I'm really excited about. But so far, it's, after the whole like hospital incident and my heart rate being crazy, which